Okay, so today we are going to be learning about a very powerful AI tool that will supercharge your day. This one is actually NotebookLM. So what we can do with this is that we can use it to create guided resource materials our for our productivity. Let me show what we can do with it. Okay, so if you want to access it, you just go to notebooklm.google.com. notebooklm.google.com. That's the URL. When you go there, it will bring you up to this page. This is not the one I use for most of my notebook. That's why you see that it's scanty. So for you to access it, just click on create new notebook. Now if you create a new notebook, it's going to open a page like this where you can upload sources. So this one is more or less what I was talking about during the introductory class where we talked about RAG systems. RAG stands for Retrieval Augmented Generation. So what RAG does is that if you don't want your LLM, that's your large language model, or the AI to hallucinate, you give it only the information you want it to use in producing the results, the search queries that you're going to be putting in. So that's what this helps us achieve in a very easy way. So as you can see, there are so many sources we can put. We can put audio, we can put markdown file, we can put text files, we can put PDFs. It does not accept Microsoft document for now, but what you can do is that you can upload it to Google Docs and then link it to Google Docs. You can see from Google Drive, you can link your Google Docs, you can link your Google Slides, you can also link website, YouTube, and you can also copy and paste. But for this free tier, you are only going to have access to 50 sources. You're going to only have access to 50 sources. If you upgrade to a paid plan, then you get far more sources that you can upload to this particular system. So I'm just going to use a website because, of course, so that you will see everything. I'll use website and YouTube. So other ones, they are quite self-explanatory. This upload source, if you want it to upload from your computer, you just press this photos and videos, and then it will go to your phone or computer, as the case may be. So there's a reason why I'm showing these things on phone, so that you can know that you don't need a laptop for you to get started. Most of our trainings, I'm going to actually be using the phone version, so that I don't have a laptop will not be an excuse. Okay, so let's get a website. So what should I look for now? I don't have URLs. So I'll just search. I'm supposed to be able to. Okay, so you can search under this discover sources. So in this place, you'll just type what you want, and then it will go online and search for those sources for you. Then you choose the one you want. You can open it in a new tab and see whether that one actually talks about what you want to get your information from. So let's see how to use AI to make money online with generative. Okay, how to make money online. Let me just put how to make money online with generative AI. So let's submit this and see the sources that it brings up for us. So when it brings up these sources, we can decide to choose all or not to. Can decide which one to choose and which one not to choose. So let's leave all of them. So if you click on anyone, it will select or deselect. If you click on this small icon by the side of each one, it will open it in a new tab, so you can read what it is talking about and see if that is what you want. If not, you can close it and then continue with what you are doing. Okay, so let's import this. The first thing that I want us to do, okay, so let's rename it to select how to make money online with generative AI. So when we're talking about generative AI, we're talking about the ability of AI to actually generate materials, resources for us. So that's what generative AI is talking about. So there are usually three tabs here. We have sources, we have chat, and then we have window. So sources is the place where we include all the sources that we want to add. So you can always add more until it gets to 50 on the free tier. Then, so you see, it has already given us a summary of everything that we want. And please take note that this does not save your space. So if I come back to this place, all these things would go, although the sources will remain, but the chart would go. For now, it does not have a way of saving it. So if you want to save it, you have to click on save to note and then you save it. And then another beautiful thing is this, you see this deep dive conversation. It's a way for us to generate audio with this, and it comes in handy. Let's say you are doing a research, a ton of things. It will a ton of research, and you upload all your research materials. It can help you to generate an audio that you can be listening to, at least to give you an overview of what is possible within that particular research you are doing. So you can make it shorter, you can make it default. I think default is about 5 to 15 minutes. Then you can make it longer too. So the thing is that this comes in handy. I'm just going to make it shorter so that it doesn't take much time to generate. So what should the AI host focus on? So if you have something exactly that you want them to focus on, this is where you choose it. Else you just leave it blank. It doesn't matter. So it will start generating now, and when it's done generating, we'll play it. So let's continue looking at other aspects of this particular tool. So another thing is this study guide. So study guide, it can help us to create study guide based on the information we have. You can see it is generating it here. So what that study guide does is that it gives us a kind of way for us to get holistic overview. For instance, it's like skimming and scanning of the whole content of this particular workspace. So let's just see it in action. So it has generated it. So you can see it has given us a summary of everything: prompt marketplaces, generative AI in business, how it can be used for businesses and all that, consulting services, exclusive access. So these are the different ways you can use generative AI to make money. You see, it's very exhaustive. So because it's generated as notes, this one will stay. It will not actually remove. So we can also generate FAQs based on the materials that we uploaded. Then briefing documents, you can generate briefing documents. So briefing document is more or less like, it gives us when you have a virtual assistant that studies everything for you and then comes to give you an overview. So this is the FAQ. So these are the FAQ. What are the questions that are usually asked? No, not this. What are the common questions that are asked in the AI space? So the first one, what is an AI prompt marketplace and why are they becoming important? You see, so let's say you want to understand these things deeper. So it comes up with questions and then it answers them for you. So in case you have study materials that you want to get, there's a there's a study method that was very popular then when I was in school. I don't know about now. It's called the SQ3R. That's the survey question, read, revise, and read. Abi? Something of that nature. I can't remember everything now he's talking about. So, but that's data. That's what it is. Then this one was if you mistakenly go back, you can always go back to it. So let's check our audio overview. You can see that the notes are remaining, even though I ended the session mistakenly. So let's play the audio and see what it sounds like.
Welcome to the deep dive. Okay, so today we're really getting into generative AI. It's everywhere, and we want to look past the hype, see how it's actually changing work, creativity, how people even make money. We've dug through a bunch of sources, executive reports, creator stories to pull out the really useful stuff for you.
So
right, let's just dive in. We all hear generative AI constantly.
Like,
for our listeners,
so this what is like. It's like podcast feeling, like two people discussing these materials and then giving you an overview. One thing you can also do is this interactive mode. You can chip in and then ask a question, and it becomes part of the podcast conversation. So it's not static. It's not as if it's static. So this can also be useful for content creation. Let's say you are creating content, you put a bunch of sources, you have questions that you want to ask. You can ask these questions and then it becomes part of the podcast, and it makes it more interesting. And also it personalizes it. So it's no longer just AI. You are now giving your own input. Okay. So that's what this interactive mode is. So let's say
listeners who are pretty savvy about this.
I click on this interactive mode. I can ask a question, and then if I ask the question, the AI uses it as part of the discussion. Let me just click on this place and ask a question.
Hey there. Want to share your thoughts?
So you have to give it access to access your phone. Okay, so a quick question. Let's say I want to make money using podcast. What are the possible ways that I can actually monetize my podcast platform?
Question.
It's a really good one.
And very relevant to what we're talking about today.
Absolutely, especially with generative AI.
So if you're looking to monetize your podcast, AI can actually be a huge helper.
Yeah, think about it like this.
You can use AI tools to generate engaging video content.
Like for YouTube to expand your reach.
You can create educational videos, product.
So you get the idea. That's how you can make it more interactive and all that. So that's that about this particular tool. Is a very good tool. So the thing there is that in as much as it uses AI and it uses those sources that we supplied, it cannot go outside of these sources to get information. So let's say you are working on some documents that, let's say contract documents, you wouldn't be wanting the AI to be giving you information based on things that are online. You want it to just focus on the particular documents, the particular information contained in the documents you are working on. So this is how you can streamline it. So it bases all its answers on what you have given it. That's what this tool helps us to do. So there is a whole lot to explore on this tool. There's a whole lot to explore. So use it and then let's see what you're able to come up with. So for your assignment, you are going to okay, let me talk about another important feature of this tool. This mind map. So what this mind map does is that, our brain does not usually think in words. It usually thinks in in patterns. That's what they used to create this AI system, because it works based on connections between neurons. Neurons are like the backbone of our thinking. That's where most of the thinking processes take place. So the more those neurons are interconnected, the more information we can retain. Okay, so what this mind map does is that it gives us a bird eye view of everything that is available. So let's say, you see, it's more like an overview too. So it gives us how they are connected. It shows us pictorially how they are connected. You see, for this generative AI in business, it has shown us now what are the definition of concept, core concepts. So we can see types of AI, AI prompt marketplace. It will expand on it too, and it keeps going on and on and on. So AI tools mentioned, you can see the different AI tools that are used for these things. Generating revenue with AI, it gives us that how we can generate revenue with AI. So you can see that. So that's how you can use this tool, and you can download it to your phone. Almost all the things that we have generated in this particular app, we can download. Let's go to studio. You see, it's already downloaded. It has downloaded to my phone. Even this podcast, if you click on these three dots, we can change the playback speed if it's too fast, and then we can download it, or we can delete it. Excuse me. We can delete it and then restart again. So that's the power that is packed into this particular AI. So I wish that you start using it, because this comes in so handy. The podcast that you created here, you can edit it and then use it to start uploading to your different YouTube channels. All you need to do is just go to Canva and then create a background image with audiogram. I don't know. Let me see if I can just do that very fast. Let me go to Canva. I hope the network is going to be fast, so that I can just show you what is possible and how you can monetize this. Okay, we'll just go to Canva. So from Canva, you click on the three buttons. I'm going to, when you click on the three buttons, it's going to bring you up to this. So you can use a custom size or upload. But what I'm going to do, because we are doing YouTube, I'll just search for YouTube. YouTube is 16 by 9. That's the one we're going to use. YouTube video. So shorts is 9 by 16. So the first number that we usually call when we're talking about aspect ratio is the width. So from here to here is the first number, then from here to here is the second number. Okay, so let's do YouTube ad. It doesn't really matter, it's actually a video. Okay, so the length of this is actually going to be 9, while this length is the length on top here is going to be 16. So that's what this actually means, and this is taking a bit of time. All right, so when it's done, it's going to bring up this template. You can decide to click down here to remove the template. That's if you don't want that. Why is this delaying me? Okay, so just click on it, or you slide down. Let's just slide down. So, but what I'm going to do is that I'm going to, let me search audiogram. Audiogram is, when you are seeing a musical video, and then it's going up and down. Let me see if I can see it here. Audiogram. So that wave like Now with like pattern is what we call audiogram. There's a website for creating it, but let me not go into that. Are you sure I'm getting the name correct? Hope I'm getting the name. Let me just type sound waves. That's actually, let me use sound waves instead. Sound wave. So in this case, I'm going to look for video because I want something that will be playing on the background. So this one is actually 10 seconds. Try as much as possible to avoid the Pro, except you have Canva Pro. Although there's a way to use the Canva Pro without paying and make money from it too, but that is not what we are talking about in this particular training. So let's say this is the particular video we want to use. We can download it, but because this is the only element on the screen, they will not allow us to. Let me see if they will allow us to download it. Usually Canva doesn't allow you to download only one element. Okay, they allowed us to download it. So when we download it, because Canva only allows for 15 seconds of audio. That's what 30 seconds of audio. That's why I'm not going to be doing this on Canva. So the good thing is that there's a new app that is like CapCut, but it's better. The name is VN. I just downloaded it and it is very good. So that's the app VN. I think it's both available on the Apple Store and the Play Store. So I click on new projects, video based. So let's do video based and then allow all. So now I will want to go to my videos. Let me see if that video has downloaded. So it has downloaded. So next. So that's the video right here. It's 13.3 seconds. So you can speed it up however you want and all that. Then what I am going to do next is that I'm going to bring the audio that we downloaded earlier. Allow my music, and then if you have a video you want to download, extract the audio from, you can do this. But let's just use file app. Do not show this again. Okay, so let's do this week. That's the audio we downloaded. So it's let's just put it inside my music. Doesn't really matter. So you can create the albums that you want. So let's use this. You can increase the volume and that and that and that. So because our video is just 13 minutes long, is 13 seconds long. That's why it stopped at 13 seconds. So I will say okay, and then what I will do now is that I'm going to actually duplicate this. I hope I find it. This is the first time I'm using this app. So when I got it, I was a bit busy, so I couldn't do much with it. Why does it not have duplicate? Okay, let me just add it again. Well, this is it will take so much time. I think I need to find a way to make it longer without. It's supposed to have duplicates somewhere. It's actually weird. Okay, that's by the way. Anyway, if I were to make it faster, what I would do is to okay, that's it. You should have that duplicate. So I can duplicate it as much as possible, but at least you get the idea. So you see, as I'm duplicating it, the video is also getting longer. And the audio, I mean to say, so the audio is also getting longer. So this is what it's going to be like.
Welcome to the deep dive. Okay, so today we're really getting into generative
You know,
AI.
this,
It's everywhere.
This
And
wave
we want to look
on the
past the
screen
hype, see how
actually
it's
gives a
actually
kind
changing
of relaxing,
work, creativity, how people even make
relaxing
money.
tone. So what we can also do is that we can also add another audio this thing, audio layer. Okay, so the essence of the audio layer, maybe I want to add some beats. Let's see, maybe you search for relaxing. You know, this the video is taking quite long, but the reason why I'm showing you all this is so that you'll understand what is available. Okay, this doesn't have as much doesn't have so much features yet, but we'll keep working with them until they do. Okay, so with
Welcome
this
to the deep
now
dive.
we can
Okay, so today we're really getting into generative
let's increase the volume.
AI. It's everywhere.
So apply to all. So we can increase the volume, and with that, when we're done, we can export it to the phone, and by clicking this blue button on top, we'll put the settings that we want. So can export only audio or video too, and then when we're done, we click on export and it exports to our phone. During the longer session, we're going to be looking at how to upload it to YouTube. Okay, so that's where we are going to end it for today. So the monetization for podcast is actually going to be either through YouTube or by creating podcasts for content creators. So you can be the podcast creator. They give you the topic, you research on the topic using AI, and then you create the podcasts for them. Companies, busy CEOs, they don't have time to create this thing. So if you continuously create it around their products and services and businesses, you can make money from doing that, and then you begin to build your own brand as the podcast creator. So let's say recent updates is great. Let's just leave it at that. So what I usually do once I'm done is that I will now compress the video using I'll compress the video using this tool. The name is actually Video Panda. So that's what I use in compressing, and the good thing is that it can compress a video that is maybe 300 MB. It will just compress it into, let's say, like this one now, that is 130 something. Maybe by the time I'm done compressing it, it will just be only like 10 MB. I'm going to send this to the platform so that you see the difference between what it's compressed and the size of the final output. All right, so that's that for today. That's that for this session. We'll be continuing with other aspects of audio generation and how we can use it to make money. Till we see again, cheers.